Okay, I'm doing a Let's Play of Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. And I'll be doing the Paladin. Go ahead and name him Bob. But before I start up, I just want to say that this is something I really wanted to do for a while, and I'm finally getting a chance. I have all the software and stuff. So, bear with me here. I may not be that good at commentating, but this is my first Let's Play, so. But, yeah, I will not be covering story. I mean, it's a 10-year-old game, and it's nothing, the story itself is nothing really special, so I don't really feel the need to go ahead and show that. I'm sure you've all heard of it, so. But, it's actually going to cut me off here, so I'll meet up with you guys again at the beginning of the first act. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, let's name him Bob 1. Oh wait, I forgot about that. Crap. The Bobby. Alright. Okay, I'm back.
Good day.
Let's go ahead and start. Alright. Before I go on... Oh god. This guy follows you a lot if you just stand there. Because he has something to say. But, my build is going to be, or at least when I get to that point, I'm going to go with just like some auras at first, and not really anything major. Just like try and boost my damage with some of these, you know, like might. I'll be putting most of my skills into might probably. I'll probably put a few into there, maybe even some into there. But the main thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to put all my points into vengeance, or most of them. And that will give you a cold length, which will freeze the enemies a little bit, so that's pretty helpful. And it gives you a bunch of different elemental damage and 20% attack rating, which is pretty good. And the reason I'm doing that is because I wanted to try this build. Is it not offensive? Yeah, it is. But I wanted to use Conviction, and that lowers the resistance of nearby enemies and apparently defenses. I didn't even know that. But that should just make hell a lot easier. I mean, even Nightmare shouldn't be too hard. I go through Nightmare all the time on different characters without many problems. But yeah, without further ado, I guess might as well get started here. I got a really funny layout here. And I'll keep my map up all the time. Oh, you shut up. But I'll keep up my map all the time. I don't know if that will bother you guys, but it shouldn't. First thing you'll notice is the awesome soundtrack. The soundtrack's done by Matt Ullman, and he currently works at Ruinant Games. Yeah, I'm a stalker. But he still does good music, but I still think that Diablo 2 has the best of his work. He did Diablo 1, at least I'm really positive. And it had a share of good soundtracks too. I might as well say now because there's not much to talk about in this part, but I don't really like Diablo 1 for whatever reason. Diablo 2 is probably my favorite game ever made, but I don't know, I just couldn't really click with Diablo 2. No, I mean Diablo 1, my bad. I just said Diablo 2 is my favorite game. I'm like, nah, that's not my favorite. I hate it. Nah. Well, I have stamina potion. Or a well. Wells refill your health, like 50% every time you take a drink. And your stamina, and your mana. But, yeah. Cool. Chest. There's a chest in there, I'm going to be getting that. I'll pretty much kill anything that I see. That's just how I am. Yeah. Oh, what? Alright. I'll go ahead and use that. Oh, cool. Attack rating and max damage. Don't mind if I do. Attack rating just helps you, like, get hits more often. Like, what? I have a 95% chance to hit a zombie with my main attack right now. Which, that shouldn't really go under, or, I mean, go higher. I don't think they go over 95%, to be honest. See all the gold dropping? That's mostly just, like, buy items and stuff. I'll go farther into that. I only have 26 gold right now. God. God might. And that boosts my damage. I personally like to put a lot of points into strength at first because that just helps me use all use all the items that I find. And I'm a paladin, so it boosts my damage and the Den of Evil. Alright.
Evil dwells within this cave.
It does dwell. He says different stuff, like every time we go to a quest hub, I don't know. I guess if that's what you want to call them. These are one of my favorite enemies in the game, the gargantuan beasts. They look so cool. And then they die in 2 hits, so they aren't really that gargantuan, to be honest. These guys are annoying. Every time you kill one of them, or one of the Fallon Shaman revives them. So you want to, that's why I'm killing him right away. He shoots fireballs at you. They don't do that much damage. Another gargantuan beast. I like the sound they make. I hope that my music isn't too loud on this. And, so you guys can hear my voice. Because I really can't help it. I have a really weird microphone. So, yeah. For this quest, you need to kill every single enemy in this place. It's a neat little quest. Not very hard, not very easy. Who am I hitting? This is super easy. All I'm killing is like these one-hit guys. Like, I don't think I said before, the beginning of this game is extremely boring. At least in my opinion. It doesn't really get fun until Act 2, maybe the end of Act 1. Yeah, the end of Act 1 is pretty fun. I'm trying to think what I should... I guess I'll just keep dumping it into Aura. I might put 1 into Zeal, but I don't know. The thing is, if my, yeah, lots of loud noises. I just don't want my voice to be drowned out by other stuff. But if my build isn't working, I'm playing on patch 1.13, so that means I can go to a person in Act 1 on Hera. I didn't actually get over the merchants. I will when I go back. But I can actually, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Akira will reset my stats and skill. So let's say I have a build out. I thought it sounded cool like the Vengeance and Conviction, but then I start to use it and I'm like, oh man, this isn't actually working. I can just reset the skills and restart from scratch without losing all my gear. It is a fairly new patch. I think it was added right before Diablo 3 came out. A lot of enemies. The main enemy in this area is called Corpse Fire. Corpse Fire, I mean, I don't know if I said that right. He drops a good bit of stuff for what you've been getting. And he's blue, like a Smurf. Yeah, there he is. Hear him say brains. And he's just letting his buddies die. He doesn't really care. Undead minion. Oh, now he sees me. I'm saving it for last. Oh crap, Spectral. Spectral hit is just like Vengeance. Kind of funny. Oh yeah. You just got a wand and a cap. For those of you that don't know, you can sell wands, or at least most of them. Like, oh yeah, that one's going to sell for a ton. Any class of specific items like that with a lot of skill points will sell for a lot at merchants. So I should be able to get everything I want pretty fast to actually start this. Okay, and that's it. I guess... Well, before I go ahead and cut, I'll go ahead and put this into there.
Is done.
Yeah, your duty is done. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of which, I actually tried to do a smite build a few months ago. Wow, that was horrible. I bet that would be so much fun later in the game, though, if you actually had good gear. Sacrifice, don't want to put that in there. Actually, no. This is the best time to put that. I need it for the other one, so... Then, like I said, put that in there. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the town. I'm just going to walk there. See you guys later.